Imagine paying money to sleep at the very edge of a cliff, in the middle of an active volcanic zone, inside a jungle full of predators, or in a hotel so isolated that help may never arrive in time. These are not horror movies. These are real hotels. People stay there. People survive there. But only the brave ever book a second night. Today, we are exploring the world's most dangerous hotels. Places so risky, so unpredictable, and so thrilling that they redefine what it means to travel. And trust me, number one on this list, you won't believe it's real. And honestly, you might not want it to be. Welcome back to Unseen World Wonders, the home of extraordinary places the world rarely sees. If you're between 13 and 30, and you love discovering things that feel impossible, today's journey might change the way you think about the world, or at the very least, where you sleep tonight. Okay, quick question before we dive in. Would you rather sleep on a cliff or inside a jungle with zero fences? Choose your fighter. All right, let's begin. Skillogy Adventure Suites Peru, a hotel on the edge of the world. High above the sacred valley of the Incas, there are 3 transparent pods attached to a vertical cliff face. Not beside a cliff, attached to the cliff. To reach your room, you must climb metal rungs drilled into the rock, step by step, with nothing below you except 1,200 feet of air. The wind slams into the pod at night. The walls creak. Everything vibrates. Imagine trying to sleep while Mother Nature taps on your window asking, "Hey, you awake?" Inside, it's strangely peaceful, like floating in the sky. But the moment you look down, your instincts scream. Your legs forget how to function. Still, this is one of the safest, dangerous hotels on this list. Because next, we're heading into crocodile territory. The Floathouse River Kwai, Thailand. Beautiful, but don't get too close to the water. Deep in the Thai jungle sits a peaceful floating hotel, wooden villas drifting gently along the River Kwai. It looks calm. It looks romantic. It looks like the perfect place to relax. Until you Google what lives in the water. The River Kwai is home to deadly snakes, massive monitor lizards, and yes, crocodiles. At night, when everything is silent, you can hear splashes. Big ones. Too big. One traveler wrote, "It felt like something was watching us from under the water," which is comforting. But if you think that's unsettling, wait until you hear about the hotel located inside an active volcano zone. The Ice Hotel, Sweden. Beautiful and lethal without precaution. Every winter, the Ice Hotel is carved entirely from frozen river water. Walls? Ice. Rooms? Ice. Beds? Definitely ice. The temperature inside averages -5 degrees Celsius, 23 degrees Fahrenheit. If you choose the super cold suites, 7 degrés C, 19 degrés Fahrenheit. You sleep in thermal gear, inside a sleeping bag designed for Arctic expeditions. Your eyelashes freeze. Your breath crystallizes. And if you wake up at 2 a.m. needing the bathroom, good luck. It's a long, freezing walk. But at least there are no predators, which cannot be said about the next location. The Akavango Delta Bush Lodge, Botswana. You are a guest in their territory. This floating lodge sits in the middle of one of Africa's most predator-dense ecosystems. There are no fences, no videos, no protection except distance and good decisions. At night, lions roam near the water. Hyenas laugh in the dark. Hippos, responsible for more deaths than lions, grunt loudly nearby. Guests have seen crocodiles swim past their rooms. Some have reported hearing heavy footsteps just outside their tent. Footsteps belonging to something too big to be friendly. If this is too stressful, maybe you'd prefer a hotel surrounded by storms? Frying Pan Tower, USA. The most isolated hotel in America. Located 30 miles off the coast of North Carolina, Frying Pan Tower is an old Coast Guard light station converted into a hotel. It stands above the ocean on steel beams. Waves crash underneath. Wind howls 24/7. Hurricanes? They hit it directly. The tower has survived Category 2 and 3 storms, with guests still inside. During a live stream, Viewers watched live as the tower was smashed by violent waves, shaking like a metal toothpick. The danger isn't just storms. If something goes wrong, there is no quick rescue, no road, no boat during high waves, no helicopter in bad weather. You are alone with the ocean. Speaking of isolation, the next hotel takes it to another level. The Edge of the World Hotel, Yemen. Beauty, height, and zero room for error. This mysterious cliffside lodge sits hundreds of meters above desert valleys. The paths leading to it are narrow, crumbling, and have no guardrails. One wrong step and, well, you get the idea. Inside, it's peaceful and warm. Outside, it's a vertical drop so deep it makes your stomach flip. Travelers describe the wind as aggressive, sometimes pushing guests sideways. Imagine standing on a cliff while the wind decides to test your balance. But believe it or not, our next destination is Jules Undersea Lodge, Florida, USA, the hotel that requires you to dive to your room. To enter this underwater hotel, you must scuba dive 21 feet beneath the ocean. No elevator, no staircase, just you, a tank, and the ocean. If you panic underwater, not great. If your equipment fails, much worse. If a storm hits while you're inside, you remain trapped until water's calm. The lodge is safe, but reaching it requires absolute control of your breathing, your fear, and your mind. But nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to the most dangerous hotel in the world.